Hey folks, and thank you so much for checking out this progress video on this Garindan mask build that I currently have going on. As you can see behind me, it's in a different state than it was in that last video. Off camera I went ahead and got it ready for priming and went ahead and threw some primer on it. I buried it with primer. What I used was this Rust-Oleum primer, and I probably put about a quarter, almost about a half a can on that thing. I wanted to really bury it and fill in as many of those layers that I can on it, because on PLL plastic there's not really a whole lot of smoothing techniques to use with it, from what I've noticed. That apparently acetone will affect the PLA on it. So that's what I did, was I just buried it with this Rust-Oleum primer. Now for a final finish, I'm still unsure on the route that I want to go on that. I don't know if I want to try to do something with painting or if I want to try to do a covering on it. I'm still on the fence for how I want to do the final form, but I'm extremely happy with how this mask is coming together. Oh, and a change to the assembly of it that I mentioned in the mock-up video. And if you haven't seen it, I've got a video where I talk about just basically going over the mask before I did anything to it and my game plan for how to put it together and all that stuff. And in it I mentioned I was going to use this visor to attach the mask to it sometime. Well, you know, even I noticed when I got it that it was a poor decision, but I was going to see it through. But it just really, it's counterintuitive to waste time on a, this wasn't but $12 on a $12 safety shield, and I needed one anyway. So I went a different route, and what I did was I found this one on Amazon. It is a Sailstorm face shield, and I like the way it was designed. I wish I had came across this one before I saw this one, but that's just how it goes. Oh, in the mock-up video I also mentioned that I was concerned about the drilling two holes in the, drilling holes on the side of the mask, and that might affect the strength of it. Well, after reinforcing the inside of it and getting the primer on it, it's, I'm not saying it's a rock solid, but I feel pretty comfortable with drilling two holes in the side to attach a hinged face shield to it. And what I liked about it was if you see right there the way it sort of spans out. Let me see. Right there, that little triangle right there. I'm going to have to trim this and basically just reform this flat to where it's going to fit this contour better. But it will work because the width of the mask is just right at that width right there. So it'll be perfect. I'm just going to have to modify this a little bit. I've got I can heat this with a heat gun. I think if I cut these little areas out right here with some glue and some tape and some ugliness, I can I can get it to work. But I think this is going to be a whole lot better than wasting time with this. Anyway, so yeah, this is strictly going to be used what it's designed for, safety equipment. So this is what we're going to use to keep the mask on this noggin of mine. Inside of the mask, using that Gorilla Glue, which was a very interesting learning experience, I'm going to tell you right now. I had no idea. I honestly did not have any idea that was going to be the effect of it. That's truly the first time I'd really used Gorilla Glue like that. But anyway, this is what it looks like dried. Now I went ahead and spray painted it some black in there just to hide some sins, if you will. But yeah, that's the inside of it with the Gorilla Glue. And that's the mask all primed up. Let's see, maybe, there we go. Maybe that will help with the details. Let's see, hang on one second. I'm gonna get you guys, hopefully that's a little bit better look of it. I am really happy with how this print came out. It's just, this has been a really fun project. I've enjoyed putting this thing together. And And there's a whole lot more detail to this mask than I noticed in the raw print form. And there's the bottom of the snout where I drilled put the holes in there. And here is the side of the goggles. This is what I'm going to work on tonight, is addressing the goggles, getting this smoothed out. And to do that, I'm going to use my belt sander on this flat section right here, because it is kind of wonky right there, and I'm just going to go ahead and bite the bullet, and I'm going to eat it down. You know, just go ahead and use the belt sander and get a little aggressive with it on this first pass, and then I'm going to go back with some 60 grit and on the sanding block. And to fill it, I think I'm going to use just regular old Bondo filler. Now, as well address some of these areas right here that I need to with some putty. I'm probably going to do a lot of this area right here on the snout by hand, because even though I might put a covering over this, I still want to make it as, you know, as smooth as possible and hide as many crimes that I can. But for this right here, I think for the sides, I'm going to just use just regular body filler. Yeah, I'm going to go and take care of that. I'm probably going to, oh, and also I'm going to use the spot glazing putty on this for any small areas and stuff like that. But I really don't have a lot to have to deal with. I think after this round of sanding on it and working on it, I think after another good heavy coat of primer, it will hold up. So I'm still on the fence about it, you know, about how I'm going to do this covering of it, because I really want it to look good. This piece, I really want it to look the part, if you will. So anyway, enough of that talk. Oh, and I've got the goggle lenses. I've got those ordered. Those should be in next week. So I don't know how much I'm going to show you guys of working on this helmet, but I'll be back with an update on it. But I'm going to get started on it right now. I use this thing on the belt sander over here behind me. I went ahead and taped some cardboard on the sides here, right here, so I don't mess it up as I'm working on it. So let me get started on this, and you know what? Now is a perfect time. All right, so I'm gonna get over here and turn on this belt sander and get started on it. It's got a little bit of a hump to it. I'm not gonna get too aggressive with it. I really don't care. I'm sure I just want to make sure it looks halfway decent and smooth. But I think for tonight, what I'm gonna work on out here in the shop is I'm gonna put filler on this, and I'm gonna work on prepping this thing to get this piece down. Oh, in case you are wondering, this test just wide enough, but I think once I get these things glued down, it'll work. I think it'll be ugly, but I think it'll work. There you go. That has got filler on it. It is applied. I'm gonna let it sit overnight, and before I do anything else to it. So we're going to set this thing back over here on this tripod and forget about it. So we're going to move on from this thing. There you go. I don't know why I didn't think that to you anyway. Anyway, so it's going to be like that. It's going to sit like there. I'll tell you what, let's do this. I just need to be careful with it. Let's see what this is going to fit. So it's going to sit in there something like that. I want to straighten that out though. Alright, so there you go. I don't know how well you can hear me, but yeah, I think this is going to work great. I'm probably even still going to be able to pivot the mask up like that, but right now I can't. But there's the first official test fit of this mask. I'm going to stop right there for the night. I really appreciate anybody that sat through this video. I truly don't know how I'm going to put this footage together, but what else was I going to say? But yeah, I'm going to let this thing sit up. I really appreciate anybody that's taking the time out of their day to watch this video. especially you subscribers. I appreciate the effort to subscribe to the channel and let me know that you believe in me and that you have hope in me, and I hope I haven't let you down. I really hope this video looks good. I really spent a lot of time trying to get this area set up for filming better. So I hope you guys like this video. You guys take care. I'm gonna stop right here and shut up and go up to the house and go hang out with Miss Cobra. So you guys have a good night, and God bless.